In fabulous news, Meg the Stallion will be appearing in Marvel's She-Hulk on Disney Plus, and it could be a recurring role. If Megan doesn't do anything at all, she gets to that bag.
Definitely. I'm happy for her.
And the Marvel Cinematic Universe bag, that's eternal. She'll make more money off that than she will her damn catalog.
Right. I mean, that's why, Rihanna isn't making music anymore. She's in the whole makeup bag because you don't really make that much money in music.
Somebody was asking me, like, why didn't I pursue music? Because I have an okay voice. And I was like, I didn't want poverty.
Well, you can just make jingles and just sell those and be on your way. I will say Marvel is on a roll right now because I'm not sure if you're watching Loki. It's only 6 episodes. So it's an easy way to catch up on it, but it's really good.
I am going to do Loki like I did WandaVision, where I just review it all at once.
Okay. Well, Loki is going to be a little bit harder to get through because episode 1 is like dialogue heavy. Then it starts moving episode 2. Episode 3 is meh. And then 4 and 5, amazing.
Okay, so it's not WandaVision.
I mean, well, WandaVision was a slow burn too. Like the first 2 episodes.
It was like, okay, you've got me on this journey. Where are we going? Where are we going? I'm seeing little Easter eggs. If you want to watch something Marvel, you've got to know you're looking for the Easter eggs. Everything in Marvel has a purpose, and I enjoy that. They can do a slow burn episode. WandaVision is one of the best stories I've ever seen told.
Yeah, she's going to be going up for the, I think, the best actress in a limited series. She definitely deserves it.
I need to see what other Black women are going up against her, but I have to say, I'm rooting for her so far. I got to see what else is out there, but that deserves a nom. Maybe not a win, but a nom.
Right. I agree.
She was good. She was good. And also I want the writers to win. Now, I will say that hands down, that is one of the best stories I have ever seen told. That is truly, it's what you go through with grief.
Right. I know I cried. I think it was episode 7 or something, but so good.
Like, that story spoke to my soul in a way very few have.
So do you want to go into a housewives direction, or do you want to go into like more celebrity?
I want to talk about idiots. For example, updated footage of Meek Mill and Travis Scott having a heated argument at a Hamptons party goes viral. Why are you arguing at a Hamptons party? You came to have a good time. You have paid too much money, and I know y'all got it. Body, yada, 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 yada. But what is there to argue about at a Hamptons party? Unless you're telling the staff, this lobster is bad. Ooh, or the caviar is osatrova. I mean, I could understand that, but why in heaven's name, you have paid all this money to be happy. Why are you arguing? Unless it was a spades game, then I could get it.
Even then, like, I'd be like, I'm rich. Like, why am I fighting right now?
No, with spades, it's the spirit. It's the spirit. It could be $2. It's the spirit. It's spades, Monopoly, Tonk. You gonna fight.
Actually, I get more angrier in an Uno game.
Don't you put down that draw four.
Right, exactly. Like, really? Like, yeah, I'd be ready to fight with Uno. Especially when you're the last one out, when it's like 8 people starting out. Right, I've been there. Oh, and can I give a special shout out to a Black-owned company?
Of course.
Right quick.
That may need to be a new segment.
So, I know, right? So, speaking of games, I recently bought this. This is a fun time, y'all. It's called Black Card Revolt. So much fun. So they basically, it's a Black-owned company, and you basically play with friends, and you guys vote on a particular topic that the card is, and the majority of the group has to vote on the facts. So this is an example. It says, which Black filmmaker currently makes the best movies? And then it goes A, B, C, D. So it's Ava DuVernay, Spike Lee, Ryan Coogler, or Tyler Perry.
Oh, I knew that fucker was gonna be on the list.
So just say you have a group of
Why
five.
trigger me like that?
Right. It has a lot of questions like that. So if 4 people vote let's say Spike Lee, and you're the odd person out, then you get a point deducted or something like that.
That's a good game.
Yeah. So it's called Black Card Revoked. This is version 4. I already have version 1, but it's fun to play as a drinking game, maybe, or like there was one that was really funny. Let me just see one more and just see there's a Black History version too, like in Black Card Revoked. Like, I'm taking your Black card away. Like, I love this. What's an everyday item that your parents use to cure every sickness or injury? A, Vicks, B, Tussin, C, ginger ale, D, castor oil.
Ooh, ginger. Now, castor oil, that's showing your age. That was our parents' generation. Ooh, God, I remember stories about castor oil.
Yeah.
Ginger ale was when I was growing up. It was ginger ale and Tussin.
Tussin. Definitely Tussin for me. Not ginger ale. But shout out to the people at Black Card Revoked. Fun game, y'all, if y'all are ever interested. Just Google it, you'll find it.
I also think Jay Lee's Corner plays that online, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to her channel. She's been a big Pop Rose fan for a long time, and a fan of mine and a friend of mine.
We follow each other.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I think she does that too.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Lee. Hey.
Is there something interfering with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your own goals? I know I've needed help with grieving the loss of my dog. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy.
BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. Visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. Visit betterhelp.com/roast. That's BetterHelp, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Pop Roast listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/roast. Our next topic is Nick Cannon. He's made a statement. He says he's had all 7 of his kids on purpose. He wants to let us know that.
Well, he's not being a dick like 50 Cent. So, you know what? I don't want you to tell me how to live my life. Don't you tell me I ain't gonna tell him how to live his. And if everybody's bills is paid, and he's there for them as much as you can be there for 7 children, but there are a lot of people with big families. Who am I to judge?
Yeah, I mean, but having 4 kids in 1 year by multiple women, it's a little unusual. But He says he's been having these kids on purpose after City Girls rapper JT advised him to wrap it up, a nod to using a condom when having sex. I'm not sure if B. Scott needed to explain this, but maybe because white people are reading too. I don't know. Anywho, I don't have no accident, said Cannon, who appears to have become a dad to his 7th child, his 4th baby in a year with model Alyssa Scott. Yeah, his last kid was, he had him on June 23rd. And he said, trust me, there's a lot of people that I could have gotten pregnant that I didn't. The ones that got pregnant are the ones that were supposed to get pregnant. Early in the show, Cannon compared his pattern of welcoming offspring to that of a seahorse, saying, I'm like a seahorse out here. That's just the way I'm procreating. Right. Right.
One, male seahorses get pregnant, so that shows how stupid you are. That's a little tidbit you learn in 6th grade.
I weep for the youth sometimes. Like, well, the youth that he's procreating, I weep for them. But I've never liked Nick Cannon. I thought he was a major cornball. Like, I thought Mariah was definitely slumming it down, but apparently the dick is just good. That's what I hear. The dick must be good.
Yeah, I wonder how Mariah feels about being part of that seahorse tribe.
And Future, like, you know, the women keep going to them. So, like, I'm guessing, hey.
Man, Sierra got out when she knew. I'm glad Sierra got out quick as possible. She was like, this,
Even Peter Guns, like, maybe the dick was just good because he had 2 women dickmatized.
He's Dominican, so that's my explanation for that. I've made those mistakes too, but fortunately, from the streets of New York all the way out to Vegas, you can't get pregnant in the anus.
Right.
Them island men, you got to watch out for them. They will have you making poor decisions. Harry Hamlin is not happy that Scott Disick is dating his teenage daughter. And I guess I wouldn't be happy either if I had to watch my child work out their daddy issues.
19 and 38. 19 and 38. I would feel some type of way if my daughter was talking to a 38-year-old with 3 bastard children.
That's a technical term.
Technical term. I mean, I'm not talking about his kids. I'm just stating a fact. That's all.
In the words of Cynthia Bailey, well, the word is mistress. That's the nicest word I know. I mean, that's what you call
it. Cynthia be having some shady moments.
She does.
In this most recent Housewives episode, Kyle was telling Harry Hamlin that she actually had her first kid at 19. So she was just like, well, you know, be prepared. Yeah, that was a funny moment. Beverly Hills has been fun.
I can't wait to watch Beverly Hills. And Kyle has some shady moments too. Oh my God. Did you, speaking of really good shady moments, shit, I wish I had like saved this tweet. There is a tweet going around with Carrie Wells and Quad. And basically Carrie was saying, oh, well, Toya wasn't surprised. Like Quad was asking, why is Toya so surprised I'm still in the group? And Carrie said, well, you're not married to medicine. I mean, you're not married to anything.
He's coming back. I think she's coming back next season.
I don't know how I feel about you, white bitch, but that was funny.
She's had some lot of shady moments. You know, she like slick called Heavenly and Jackie the help.
That's why I called her a white bitch.
Right. I was like, how did she? I love how she like snuck that in. Notice.
British. That's that British shade. Now I will say, Brits shade. They have a great habit of insulting you as it's a question. Like they'll say, "You're a very peculiar girl, aren't you?" But you have to agree with it.
And speaking of housewives, this has become a little controversial with Roni, Real Housewives of New York. Now, I know you haven't seen the past 2 episodes, but I've reviewed them and there's been some backlash now. And people are saying that the franchise isn't fun anymore. And I gotta say, under my comments, y'all, it's been overwhelming. And I feel bad because I feel torn. Because the reason why I watch Housewives is for an escape. And I'm not even lying. Like 2020 was a hard year for me, and Housewives helped. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it made me laugh. It just made me like, tuning into the mess and the shade. It's fun. So there are a lot of people that have problems with Ebony, and it's not just white people. Like at first, I was thinking, man, fuck these white people. Let Ebony be black as she want. But now it's like a lot of black people are saying, okay, we get it. Like, can we please like get to know who you are, Ebony? Because just you being black, that's not a personality. So it's really hard. It's a slippery slope, and I really like Ebony for the show, but ever since Bershawn was added, you see that she came in like, I'm ready to have fun. And she came in so vivacious and fun. I was like, I like her, and she's really good for the show. So yeah, I'll let you
see it. Bershawn came in with another black woman in the room and felt more comfortable, and with a black woman that had been checking the fuck out of them. Bershawn didn't come into an exclusively white circle all on her own. So
here's the twist though. Bershawn is Ramona's friend. Ramona entered, yes. So you gotta watch it. Like it was almost like Leah and Ramona are going at it secretly, like, oh, I got a black friend too.
I can't. Also, I would say too, Bershawn is a smart black woman who knows how to play the game. And Ebony is a smart black woman who knows how to play the game. They just are playing it differently. I would also say it's production. These people film for hours. This is the edit that Ebony is being given. This is Ebony's edit. This is who the show has painted her to be.
Right. But I think you should watch the last 2 episodes because it'll give you a better scope of what's going on. Because like I said, I'm fine with Ebony being on the show, but sometimes especially her scene with Ramona, which is, I would say, one of the most awkwardest scenes I've ever seen on any franchise. You'll see. Like she had Ramona almost about to leave her own house. That's the thing. But yeah, it's just been a lot of people saying like they're gonna stop watching, and this is black and white. There's a lot of people who are saying that like this is the worst season ever. I'm enjoying it personally, but like again, I see both sides.
I will also say it's about different personality types, and Ebony is like myself. We just don't tolerate any shit, and we have no problem remembering exactly what happened and calling you on all of your actions.
Right.
I was a paralegal. She's an attorney. I get it. We're always in court.
She's trying to get Ramona to say on camera that she's a Trump supporter. That's the thing. She's trying to dig out, she's trying to get Ramona.
Get the bitch. Get the bitch. Get the bitch.
Right.
If you about it, say it with your chest.
If you're a Trump supporter, be proud about it. Stand in it. Don't be like, run away.
And let me know who the fuck you are so I can make my own choices. Don't get up in my face and act like, oh, I'm here. No. I don't want you over here. I don't want you in my house. I don't want to waste time on you. So let me know.
So that is a very good point, because in the last episode, we hear Ebony basically say, I don't want a question in my head if a friend of mine is aligned with white supremacy. She literally said that, in the faces. So yeah, I can't wait to see your review for the past 2 episodes because they are very interesting. Very.
I will say I have, since the city's opened up and I'm vaccinated and I can finally go out and make new friends, I have been on my ebony.
Okay.
In San Francisco, I feel more than free to be on my ebony. And I was, well, actually, I have a different viewpoint because it's the truth.
Right.
And I'm not going to make you comfortable by just thinking things in my head. Oh no, now we say them.
Yeah. I just don't want nobody to attack me. Like I have no problem with Ebony's point of view. I have no problem with Brashawn's point of view. That's all. Like Black people are not a monolith. Again, nope. Black people are not a monolith. So Tom Girardi embezzlement victims can now collect payments.
Embezzle.
Anyway. Tom Girardi embezzlement victims can now collect payments from Erika Girardi, a judge rules. Wow. And this comes just before the new episode aired yesterday. So a judge ruled that some of Tom Girardi's former clients can pursue a collections lawsuit against his estranged wife, Erika. So the family that we saw in that special, the Messy special on Hulu, they will be able to collect $11 million that they were owed to them per a 2020 litigation from Erika. They can collect that.
I am happy for the victims because that was ill-gotten gains and she didn't deserve it. But two, you see, this is exactly why I did not marry rich when I was younger. I thought about it. I had an opportunity. I was a bad bitch in my day. I'm 38 now, but I was 22. I could pull something and have, a couple stories. But I could not imagine sucking coot cock all those years to end up with nothing. See, that's also, I was like, if I was gonna marry rich, I'd just go on and kill the fucker. He'd have a good 18 months.
So weeks after the bankruptcy trustees special litigation counsel reported that Girardi Keys transferred $20 million to Erika's various businesses. They have proof of that. So now the victims have been given the go-ahead to continue with their suit against Erika Jayne. So they've been funneling money to Erika Jayne's businesses. Now, the thing is, people are feeling sorry for Erika. And I'm like, do you think Erika knew what was going on? Did she knew where that money was coming from? Or you just think that she was just accepting it?
I think that she was accepting it. I think that she might have known there was some type of shadiness going on. I don't think that she may have known to the extent. But also, I feel like she didn't care. She seems to me as a person who just wanted to be rich and didn't want to work for it. So that's the game you play when you're a gold digger. That's why I say if you're going to marry for money, 18 fucking months, because that way you can get the life insurance policy 3 months into the marriage, it's vested 12 months in, and the fucker's croaked 18 months later. You're fine. And that's tax-free money paid out within 5 business days. Not that I've looked into it or anything.
You thought about this. You thought about it.
No, I was a paralegal.
I just think Erika is a very smart woman. Like, she's no Teresa Judah.
I'm sorry. This is not a smart woman's move. She ain't that smart. If you're smart, you never put your future in another man's hands.
I need that on a coffee mug.
I'm sorry, like, you bet on somebody else. Can you work with people? Can they be there for you? Absolutely. But you always have to have your own at the end. Shitty Nostril was smarter than her.
I'll agree.
Shitty Nostril got with that man and siphoned.
I mean, she created a whole, reality franchise off of that.
She married him and she knew how to turn it. She turned him into her business. So she wasn't just there for a man to take care of her. Erika and her white women privilege, she really thought, oh, I hit a lick. Well, you got licked back.
21 years of marriage, you know, and
I ain't waiting for nobody to die that long. I am not waiting for nobody to die that long. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not sitting here and putting up with this bullshit just waiting for you. I'll get it my goddamn self.
Did you see the episode where Erika moved into her new place?
Oh, that was depressing.
It was so depressing. Like one room was just the clothes on the hangers, and the next room was like just shoes on the floor.
And I will say that is also production, because they could have shot it in a fabulous way where it's, this is my place on my own and I'm happy with it. But oh no, they gave you the ding 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 music edit.
Yes. Production, cameramen are shady. I'm not sure who's more like shadier, production or the cameramen.
The cameramen are only told to film things that are interesting to them that they see. They're just doing their job. It's what's put out. It's the editor. The editor is shady. Now, sometimes mistakes happen, but not on Real Housewives. When it's like, okay, now we're panning in on the.
Right, when Sutton told Crystal, like, what am I jealous of? Your ugly leather pants? And they zoomed in on Crystal's leather pants.
And they were ugly.
No. I thought they were cute. And Sutton has no business critiquing anybody with her designer burlap sacks on that Mr. Peanut body. Anyway.
I have never heard anyone hit the nail on the head so accurately than describing her dresses.
Right.
The live feeds are open. Big Brother is back with an all-new group of house guests moving into the newly redesigned house and living together under 24/7 surveillance. It's sure to be a high-stakes summer full of big risk, big rewards, where one wrong gamble could cause a house guest everything, including the $500,000 grand prize. With 94 HD cameras, 113 microphones, the competitors' every move is recorded. And with the live feeds, you can see how it all plays out. Listen in on every conversation, argument, and alliance from every angle, all at once with the multi-camera setup. Get nonstop access to the house guests exclusively on Paramount Plus. Head to ParamountPlus.com/BB23 to try it free today.
Oh, so I finally watched that show, Run the World. I'm really enjoying it. I'm on the episode, the last episode I saw was when Rosie O'Donnell was all four of their therapists. That was interesting. It was an interesting cameo by Rosie O'Donnell, but the episodes kept getting better and better. Like the first 3 episodes, I was like, this is cute, but I feel something is missing. And then the episode where she was getting, have you seen all of them yet?
Nope, I just saw the first 2. I am so relieved to hear that it's getting better and better, unlike Insecure, which got worse and worse.
Oh my God. But there's an episode where she's getting fitted for her wedding gown and her mom came to visit, and her mom had such a real conversation. I was like, this is what was missing, and I hope they give me more of this. So I think they have a few episodes more left, but yeah, I'm enjoying the show. So how was the debut of Love and Hip Hop after that long hiatus?
Well, it was reimagined. Now, God, who was it? Because there's somebody that I did. What?
Safari and Erika?
Oh, that's it. I can't do them. That plot line, too hackneyed. We clearly see y'all have been doing this and will continue to do this. Everything with you is for a plot line. Everything. I do like Dionne Farris's daughter. I'm a big fan of Dionne Farris, and she's, what is her name? It's 3 words. She's Deion Ferris's daughter is the point. But her music was cute. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to our usual birds, you know, our Carly Reds. And I told y'all Lamar Odom was going to be on this show. I told you.
But he said he's not with her. Like recently, he said he's not with her.
Who's ever with Carly Red?
That's a good point.
I'm not even going to say she's Kenya Moore because it's very obvious where it's like, okay, look, this guy wants to get a little notoriety. I want to stay on the show. It's delightfully transactional and she keeps it interesting. She knows how to do it. She's better at it than Kenya Moore.
I just thought she was like a professional floozy.
That's a great word for her, a professional floozy. Kirk and Rashida, Rashida decided to bring crispy wigs back. Like you can see her wig and you can hear it crunch.
I'm hungry. I thought you said crispy wings. I'm like, did she open a restaurant? I heard crispy wings. Did y'all? You know what's on my mind? Chicken wings.
But yes, crispy wigs. She's bringing back crispy, stiff wigs. Like you're trying to be in the wind machine and give Beyonce, but it's like, it's just moving all like in one clump like a pillow.
Wow, well, I won't be watching. I will definitely just ask you how it's going. I'm sure they're getting paid. Well, you think they're getting paid this time after the pandemic and everything? I mean, the PPP loans and stuff, you know?
I think they getting an extra $5. I'm gonna say that they getting an extra $5, an extra $5.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Deion, I will say Deion Ferris's daughter, she had a good wig, but then again, her mama actually got $4, so she ain't gonna let her daughter go out the house looking like a fool.
Because didn't someone say that Mona Scott is taking care of their glam?
I mean, you can, you know, go down to the local beauty school and get volunteers, and then you've taken care of the glam. So are you really hiring a Bobby Brown? Are you really getting styled by, who's that heifer always in the leather that was doing Nikki's hair, a Kim Kimball? Or are you getting, you know, beauty school dropouts who are there?
Not beauty school dropouts.
Beauty school dropouts.
Oh my God. While we're on the topic of television, I watched the Wendy Williams show on Tuesday or Wednesday. Y'all, she was high as hell. Like, she could barely keep her eyes open. Like, soon as she sat down, she did a big ass yawn. And someone, shout out to whoever said this in my comments, they say yawning was like a symptom of withdrawals or something like that. I'm not sure. Like, I have to Google it, but someone said something along the lines of those in my comments. But it was so cringe, so cringe. Like, if you go to my Twitter, like, I have a little clip of it. Like, she was forgetting stuff. Like, why do we even tune in anymore? Like, she's so uninformed. It's just like she just goes there and just comments on shit. Don't have any type of background. Doesn't even look at the topic. Like, without Norman, she would be like a disaster. I'm not sure who keeps pushing her or allowing her to be on TV high like that. She was clearly induced. Clearly. Like, she could barely keep her eyes open just like that. I'm just like, really?
All I can say is we see why Kevin cut and run. I got to give him props for being with the addict for 20 years, an active addict. No, the word would be user. I got to give him credit for being with a user for 20 years. Could you imagine corralling a cokehead for 20 years? You'd want to retire too. She ain't changing. She didn't had all the money to get all the help in the world. I can't blame him for being like, you know what? I gave this 20 years to put me back into it. I'm tired.
Allegedly, he married the mistress.
Child, the mistress or the caregiver? I mean, really, like, when you're that addled, are you even able to participate in the marriage?
The irony was, like, one of the guests, she had the nerve to ask them about their addiction.
I thought the irony was her feet.
Oh my God. No, that's the iron feet that she has.
In good news, Missy Elliott directed the video for the City Girls Twerkulator, and it was amazing. I mean, I give it 2 legs up. 2 legs up. 2 legs up.
I have not seen it, and I did not know Missy directed it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but in bad TV news, 50 Cent is developing a hip hop competition series called Unwrapped. And I feel like his baby mother should get together and do a series Unfathered with their children, starring Marquise. Let's talk about that instead of Unwrapped. Let's talk about Unfathered.
I really do not want to be on 50 Cent's shit list because he's petty. He really is. I wonder if Tierra Marie has paid him in full yet.
She needs to start a GoFundMe. She needs to start a GoFundMe. Please pay 50 Cent so he can leave me the hell alone. And the money would be tax-free for her so she could really get it in the clear. I might start it for just to shut him up. And he think he petty, I'll be pettier.
Have you been hearing this online about Monique and her going off on people who like to wear bonnets in public and stuff?
Yes.
I'm so confused by this. Why is she like willing to die on this hill? Like, shouldn't she be like working on stuff? Like, why does she care?
She has children. She has a husband. She has her lawsuit against Netflix. She has her comedy career. And yet all she's doing is focusing on other people's business. It just is insanity to me. It's true insanity. I could not imagine being that rich, having worked that hard, beating the odds as a Black woman of size, making it in the entertainment industry, and you want to be pissed off about this? You want to take time out of your day. You're on your resort. You ain't broke. Maybe if you was broke, I could see it. But you ain't broke. Maybe she broke. But you ain't broke. You should be on your resort worrying about, is my pool water 88 degrees or 87? That's what you should be worrying about.
So apparently she approached somebody in public about it, a random person, while she was hiking at Stone Mountain. She reportedly approached a Black woman wearing the headgear.
Why is it so okay to police Black women? Stop policing Black women. If y'all want to wear a bonnet, wear a bonnet. If you don't, don't. It's not my business. I'm not living your life. I do not need to control you. We do not need to be controlled or policed. It's a bonnet. It's not bothering anybody. Why is it okay if it's a baseball cap? Because it doesn't remind you of Blackness.
She said, represent yourself with pride.
I'm sorry. Fuck, no, it's not, they're not representing their self with pride. It's something called living your life, where you might run out the house and I'm not getting that dressed up or gussied up, nor do we have to please white people. That is where that came from. If your hair nappy, they ain't happy.
If your hair nappy, they ain't happy. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I know when many moons ago, when I had hair and I had braids, I definitely would put on a do-rag and go to the store with my do-rag on because, my braids were a little unkempt and I was getting them done the next day. So I had a do-rag on. Now, am I going to go to like dinner or a club with a do-rag on? Of course not. But if I'm going to go to the store, Walgreens, do some laundry, I'm going to have my do-rag on.
And exactly, it's okay for us to be in between hairdos with as much policing that goes on with Black hair. It's like, this shit is work. Sometimes you're going to be a little betwixt and between, and that is okay. No bonnet shaming over here. Do whatever you want to do. It's not my business. And a bonnet really should not affect anyone when they see it that much, because it really sounds like the same attitude. Well, look at that ethnic just walking through the neighborhood. But nope.
And can you believe, like, not even that long ago, like how dreads and braids were looked down upon in the workplace? Some places didn't even allow you to have those hairstyles.
Yep.
I really can't believe it just looking back at that. And this was like around early 2000s. Now, what is HelloFresh? With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
HelloFresh's quick and easy meals are a delightful 20-minute dinner solution or for breakfast on the go. They're easy options, perfect for when you just don't have time to do that much cooking, but you need something fresh and healthy. There are 50 menu and market items each week, including ready-to-eat meals where you don't even have to prepare it, sandwiches, salads, and soups. HelloFresh has been a godsend for me. I've enjoyed the comfort food. I just whip out the hearty steak and potatoes with the balsamic cran sauce, and I know everything's gonna be all right.
So a recipe I tried was the beef flauta supreme. Now, this was delicious, and you know I can't cook. So I was so proud of myself when I saw the final product. It only took me 30 minutes. The prep time was 5 minutes, and it was just so easy. You know, I'd be editing and I'm on the go in New York City. So this recipe was a godsend. Like, I made this less than 40 minutes on the go. So simple. I definitely recommend it, y'all. Go to HelloFresh.com/roast14 and use code roast14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/roast14 and use code roast14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. Give it a try and you definitely won't be disappointed with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
And I'm sorry, if white people ain't gotta get themselves dressed up and gussied up, I am in San Francisco. They will leave their houses just as crusty, musty, and goddamn dusty. Why do we not have the same privilege to live our lives as we so choose? It is a bonnet. It is not bothering you. It is not affecting your income. It is not affecting your children's safety. It is not affecting you in any way other than, oh, there's a bonnet in front of you.
Monique, find some business.
No, Monique, you know what you need to do? Get on stage and make a joke. That's what you do, right? You're a comedian. Make a joke. I challenge you. Let's do a joke off. I will let you embarrass me. You know you can out-joke me. I will be embarrassed just to get you back. I would be embarrassed just to hear it. I would let her roast the living fuck out of me just to get her back to comedy. Please. Oh. In People You Hate news, Tristan Thompson reportedly not worried about losing Khloe Kardashian after recent split. He says she'll never leave him. No, she won't.
She's a lost cause.
She's a lost head.
Well, she has many to replace the lost head, so.
But she lost that first one, and that's when she lost herself. I heard it somewhere in a Delta baggage claim.
I'm not sure which story I'm more tired of, like Erika, Mena, and Safari, or Tristan and Khloe.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's like choosing between constipation and diarrhea.
It really is. Would you rather be constipated or would you rather have diarrhea? Damn, that's a hard decision. You know what? Damn, I really can't even say. I'm not going to say because I can't choose.
That's what happens with shitty options.
And on that note, a word from our sponsor.
Simone Biles' boyfriend, NFL player Jonathan Owens, had no idea who she was when they first met. How is that possible? One, those are Olympian thighs. Beautiful, strong thighs, Olympian thighs. Her arms are so different. I want those arms. I want those arms. And also, she's constantly flying through the air. I don't know many humans that can fly. So how did you not know who she was? Nobody knows what the fuck a Jonathan Owens is, I can tell you that. Simone Biles makes history every other week and stays airborne. How do you not know?
Well, he's an athlete, right?
All the more reason for him to know.
Well, I think he's usually, I mean, he's a straight guy in his little bubble with football, and maybe he doesn't really like, some ignorant athletes, they don't really like pay attention to like gymnasts and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to give him an excuse. I'm guessing it's kind of not knowing who Serena and Venus are. But I'm trying to think, maybe he's just stuck in his little like straight guy, yeah, bro, bubble. And he's like busy practicing for football that maybe he doesn't know. I don't know. I mean, it's not like she like met him in her gymnast outfit.
She's still the incredible flying woman. I'm sorry. I don't know that many people that are that airborne for that long.
You
And
know,
also, as an athlete, the second he met her and saw how defined and muscular her body is, that's not everybody. Nobody walks around looking like an Olympian. An Olympian. That's not normal.
I'm not sure why when you said the incredible flying woman, I immediately just thought of Rocky and Bullwinkle, like Rocky the Flying Squirrel. Like I immediately thought of Rocky the Flying Squirrel. Sorry, I'm weird. Anyway.
No, it's funny. It's funny.
But yeah, I'm glad she's found love in a hopeless place because I'm pretty sure it's hard out here.
Oh, it sure is.
Powerful women to find, equally, well, it's hard for powerful women to find men on their level or just a good man, period.
Hard for powerful bottoms, too. And speaking of how hard it is out there, that is the perfect lead into this story. Exclusive from the Jasmine brand, former Love and Hip Hop Hollywood stars Miles Brock and Amber Laura will allegedly star in the upcoming season of Marriage Boot Camp.
Wait, who are these people again?
Stars. That's who they are. They're stars. Miles is famous for sleeping with that sissy we can't stand, who wants to act like he's related.
Oh my God, Christopher Milan. Oh my God. I'm not sure who I can't stand more, him or Jason Lee.
The sorry sissy that Christopher was supposedly with, who's been bisexual all these years, is now going on with his female partner. So it is tough out here. It is tough out here.
He looks like Jafar.
Yes, he looks like Jafar. I'd hit it, but only for the weekend.
Star. I would say Love and Hip Hop employee. That's what I would say, not star. Star meaning he has value and or talent. No, man.
We are the stars of Pop Roast. Value and talent.
He with a woman now? Really? I could have sworn I saw him a few years ago at Pride. Like in the club in Atlanta.
Bisexuality is wonderful and we celebrate it when we believe in it, but that's some plotline bullshit.
I know. Look, I don't know. Go him. LGBT, great.
But I'll say this, go him, but we'd actually like to see some real bisexual stories and not people that are just doing this for the camera. Because Amber, nobody remembers you. We barely remember Miles. The only thing we remember is he was somewhat cute and looked like Jafar.
That was such a wonky plot line. Like, I think they were the first gay couple on Love and Hip Hop, period.
And that was Mona Scott Young doing stunt casting. They weren't even together. That was a Kenya Moore-ass relationship. All of them are Kenya Moore-ass relationships where you're not even paying the person enough to pretend to be interested in you on camera convincingly.
It was so fake. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they got paid maybe $500 an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't even think that. I think a lot of it was they were paid in exposure, which is why both of them have sold their nudes, because that's all they have is exposure.
Right. Mona Scott was like, yeah, y'all got access to the craft services. Y'all will be fine.
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, I guess I'll see you sooner than you see my nudes.
And I'll see you sooner than Nick Cannon's 8th child.
That'll be next week.
Right.
Well, Sheree is still broke.
Oh, I mean, this is allegedly.
Allegedly, she down with OPP. Yeah, you know she down with OPP. Yeah, you know she.
She's down with PPP fraud, allegedly. Allegedly, like someone had some documents. I sent it to you, but
It was $20,832 and no cents, just like Sheree has no sense. I mean, why would you try to pull a scam in Fulton County after all these years when you know they make money off of putting your business in the street? More people have made money off of putting Sheree's business in the street than Sheree's made off of her business.
and what businesses does she have to qualify for a PPP loan?
An even better question. Because we know She by Sheree, well, it's spring, summer 2012. Oh, that passed.
She said 2020. Maybe she had it mixed up, the 2 and the 1. So she switched it over, and now it's 2021. So we should expect it this year.
Child.
To be fair, there's a lot of other people scamming these PPP loans. So I mean, I'm guessing she's just trying to get in while everybody else getting in on it.
And here's the thing, they getting everybody out too, out to prison, not jail, prison.
Prison.
I'm sorry, it ain't worth 12 years of my life.
It's a good plot line to have on Atlanta, though.